Hello everyone and welcome back. It's been quite a while and there have been so many updates with the RLS Career Overhaul mod that we are going to dive straight into, okay? Now, if you've been watching other people play the mod pack, then I imagine you've seen lots of new updates like the new vehicle marketplace that we now have, which is very cool. And we're going to go straight in here, actually. We're going to just dive straight in to get some money rolling in. We are going to filter by our drivetrain, and we also want a manual rear-wheel drive. And then we also would like them to hide any sold vehicles, because they mean nothing to us. And we're going to see what we actually can buy here, because we want to make a cheap drift car, okay? Now, we also have the ability to take out a £50,000 loan, which it looks like we may very well be doing here. Because a lot of these vehicles are more expensive than what we can afford. But we are going to probably end up buying this BX right here. So, or actually maybe we'll go with the Diana. Maybe, because they do look quite nice. And they are just stock as well. Okay, but first of all, we need to go into loans, money grab, yoink that all the way up to 50 grand, because we're going to take out the whole thing. Then we go to our computer, back to our marketplace. Hopefully them cars we just looked at haven't sold. That one is still there, and these are also, which one is better? Same, that one has less mileage and it's cheaper. We'll go ahead and buy this one. So, that was £20,000 up front just like that. And let's see, is that going to be delivered to us straight away? No, we have 50 seconds to talk to each other. Okay, now it's been quite a while, guys. I am trying to get back into the swing of things with the recording, with the uploading, and also with this mod pack. I've done a little bit of research on what things we actually do have now. And there's quite a lot of new things. There's, I believe, 3 other maps. You can go to Italy. You can go to, is it East Coast? Or Utah, even. You can go to Utah as well. So really, really cool. Lots of new cars, lots of new mod packs, lots of new features like we can see here. Really, really cool. And we're going to slowly, through our episodes, go through kind of everything. Show off the new things that they have done. And also make a lot of money and then customize a lot of cars as well. That sounds super fun to me. One more second on this bad boy, and here it is. Let's retrieve it. Let us see what we are working with. Now, I believe it is just a poverty spec Diana versions of the BX, and that looks to be true. We just got some basic alloys here. Interior, pretty basic, nothing exciting. It is a manual, that's what we needed. That's very good. There's some sort of flying bug in front of my face. There we go, get rid of that. And alright, so the first thing we need to do is, the most important thing is, we need to make this differential become welded. Now it has that limited slip one, but I find them less reliable to slide, in my personal opinion. We also then want to go to our steering, and we want to put the drift steering on, but in my experience, you actually need to do this with the Pro Drift rear suspension and front suspension as well. Let me just find the front suspension. Hopefully we have enough money for this. There we go. Lovely. And that is going to set us up for the drifting nice and early on. Just like that. Them front wheels are not it, is what I'm going to say. So let's quickly... can we change... So I don't know if we can change these lugs. No, so that's fine. That's just going to be how they are. But can we just get anything thinner? Actually, I think the offset probably is what's changing that. So we're going to leave them as is. They can be on steelies, that's fine. Is there anything else I'm missing? A radiator. We're going to be sending this thing to the heavens. So we need better than what we have. Go ultra high performance. Okay. And I think otherwise that should be all we need to do on here just now. So we are about 30 grand in right now. Tuning. Yes. Hopefully we can change the offset of the front wheels. Doesn't look like we can, but let's just play around with this quickly. Did they even change anything? I don't think I changed anything. Nothing I can see anyway. Okay, fine, whatever. Camber. Why do we have positive camber? Let's change that. That's fine, that's fine. That's also fine. Yep. Ah, here we go. Track offset. Let's bring that down as much as we can. Just I don't like how it stuck out of the arch earlier. We need it even further, but we can't, so that's fine. It is what it is. The rears are fine. That's all okay. Tire pressure, we're going to bump that up to 45 psi. And that is all we need to do here as well. So, lovely. That's a little bit weird, but that's fine. Let us jump in and see how this slides. I haven't used this car before myself, so let's see. It is not a manual. Oh my god. I mean, we are going to be in second gear for most, if not all of it. Oil pan is linking. Okay. Well, we might as well bag it up now. And then we'll do a couple other upgrades maybe. We'll do the oil pan, and we will the transmission. There we go. Yeah, we got there. Oil pan, stock oil pan, race oil pan. Let's upgrade that just to make our lives easier there. And then we'll also go into the transmission. Here we go. 4-speed automatic, 5-speed manual. That's what we really want. And while we're here, actually, just so we look the part, let's just dump a big spoiler on here. We've got the money. No. We want like spoiler. You know what I'm saying? Like a GT wing. Yes, a spoiler. Oh, it's horrible. But nonetheless. And then while we have the money as well, actually, now we're here. There's no rush now. Let us go into the wheels. Let's get some bad boy wheels on this thing as well. See what we got. Ultra hots. Oh, sorry, older hots. They are horrendous. We cannot use them. Let's see. Let's try these. Nope, they do not fit the vibe. Let me think. Actually, we can cheat a little bit, because I know right at the bottom, yeah, we have all of our nice wheels. Skivar 1. Yeah, they are skis. That would, you know what? I should have guessed. That is not the nicest of wheels either. Rotiforms. You can't go wrong with roties. Oh, they do fit the vibe. Oh, that's a big error. Maybe we won't use them. Let's try Okudais. They're usually okay. JDM style. Yeah, there we go. We'll go with them. They're fine. Okay, really quickly, while we're here. Pro Street is what they're called. Pro. And there we go, all the way down. Pro Streets, here we go. Lovely jubbly. And then wheel size, that is the rear, this is the front. Do we have a... No, they are the thinnest we can kind of get, that's fine. Okay, and they stick out, but you know what they say? Let's see if we can change that quickly. Just because it will bother me personally. Why has that done that? Use computer. Tuning. There we go. It may have reset there. No, it has not. Okay, that's fine. I might just have to deal with it. Maybe we put a bit of camber. 16%. Felt like it didn't really do lots. Is it even changing? Am I being a bit silly? Oh no, definitely is. Okay. Okay, it's fine. What we can do though, bring that spring rate up. It's gonna be a bit of a monster truck. That's fine. We don't mind monster trucks. Bring the rear up as well, just so they're matching. Alright, here we go. Okay. Now let's actually see how we get on with this real quick as well. Let us turn this down, just so we can all hear me. Let's turn it down like this. Woo! Uh-oh. Okay, something happened. It is important to know, guys, that this is the beta version of the mod pack, so We are expecting things to be a bit iffy. But, does it slide? I mean, yeah, it does, it does. We can keep that under control. Nice and easy. Okay, so we will cut around about now. And while I'm driving to the drift area that we're going to, you guys can go make a cup of tea. Or you can sit there and watch the little clip of me speeding around. But nonetheless, I'll be back when we get to that point. Okay, here we are coming up to the start of the drift session, and we did damage the oil pan on the way here, so we are leaking oil, hopefully not too quickly, we get some good runs in. But basically what you do here is you want to just pretty calmly slide it around here with your vehicle, just like this. This is what we're going to do. Okay, I did realise that putting these wheels on did improve the tyres. There we go, a bit of a wall tap, a bit more of a wall tap, but nonetheless. And these tyres are quite grippy, so we're actually struggling to keep it in the slide here a little bit, but nonetheless. Anyway, you're not getting a huge angle, you're just simply going around just like this. And there we made 3,400. Okay, that's a bit more than you would normally make, but every time you do this, it will scale with like a multiplier. So, spend sort of 10, 20 minutes doing this, and you end up with an incredible amount of money. Let's see how much we're going to make on this run, which will be less in theory. So let's see, let's quickly whip it around there. Here we go. Actually, these tyres aren't too bad. It's staying quite steady. So 2,000 from that one. And if you think that took us, what? No time at all, really, did it? Oh, there we go. A bit deep into here. Try and keep the revs going. Keep it going, keep the slide going, keep the slide going. There we go. Just about saved it. Wasn't really paying attention. What, each lap takes a couple minutes? So you're looking at, what, two grand every couple minutes? Let's see what we get. For this one, keep her sliding, keep her up in them revs. There we go, 2.5 from that one. So you can see how this racks up a good bit of dosh, right? So, we're going to go into a little montage of me sliding this bad boy around. And I will be back when we have made a chunk of money so that we can improve this vehicle and potentially look at buying into something else in our first episode. So, I will see you when that begins.
Может, ты схватишь меня за руку, и тут мы понесемся посреди дороги. Я научу тебя тому, от чего люди в шоке. Давай в примерочной напялим дорогие шмотки. И пусть за мной бежит кассир, а ты снимай на фотик. Давай мне руку и смелей на крышу Мерседеса. И во все горло заорем с тобой дурную песню. Нас поймает, закроет в палате одноместной. Ты не бойся, ты смейся. Ой, нам воруют алкоголь, сломал на крышу замок. Хочу навсегда с тобой, мы танцуем под луной. Ты круче всех этих звезд.
Okay. We are beginning to struggle with sliding this thing around. I think the damage I did to it touching the wall hasn't helped. We're also overheating now. I think that is due to lack of oil. We've got a bit of engine damage, but we've made ourselves a little bit of money. If I just finish this little slide, this little run. I can't control it. There we go. Right, keep the slide going. Let's just finish this one off. There we go. And there we go. We have now another 41,000 to play with. So we'll go back to the garage here. Engine is started with oil. Yeah, there we go. About time that we did this. And as long as we haven't done too much damage, we can get this repaired. There we go. So we have, what, 2.8? So 3k down the drain. to fix it all up. But that it's fine, because now we have more upgrades that we can do. Thinking about it, not entirely sure how I would upgrade it. Let's think here. So the engine. We exhaust will not line up visually. Say swear. I mean, that lined up pretty visually to me for the most part. So there we go. Let's see here. R26 stock head. Let's have a look. See what's going on here. I think that's just changing the visuals. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Colourable. There we go. And do you know what we could do? We could put a really nice livery on here as well. Open up. Yes, colourable. There we go. Lovely. Let us get some better brakes as well. I imagine this probably has sport or maybe even performance brakes. Premium front disc brakes. Let's make these. Oh, it does have the sports. We'll put race on. Racy boys in here. Rear disc brakes. Race tip right. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Okay. Now tyres. Oh, I don't know why I press it. That's not how you spell tyres in this either. So quickly yoink 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 yoink. Rear tyres. Now the rears are the only one I really want to change. I just want them to be standards. There's drift rear tyres there, but that's not really what we want. Standards, so the 225 50, so slightly bigger in the sidewall, that's fine. And actually on the front here, can we make them a smaller sidewall? 45s, there's a 40 here. A little bit smaller, but actually if we go to here, let's get good my old faithful friends, which are these ones here. Because you can make these bad boys real nice. And size, wheel size, not what we're after, hang on. We'll have to find it in the suspension area, like here, like there. Tires, here we go, tire width is not what we're after, tire profile. Let's make it the smallest we can make it. There we go, now it kind of fits a bit nicer into there. We're going to confirm this. And we are going to give that more camber because it doesn't seem to have the camber that we put on it. It does not. There we go. Alright, so a livery, and then we'll take it out again, and that'll be this episode done. But let's see here. Did a paint design. Let's see. Oh, that's for a ute. That's not going to work. Yeah, that does not work. That's fine. Drift gear. We are using drift gear, so that would make a relative amount of sense. I'm not keen that that's the wrong way around. I don't know if that should be like that. Let's see what else we have. Bit of a race one going on. Skid pig. Technica, 3-tone, track day beta. Oh god, that's horrible. Well, maybe we don't have any decent ones here. Ah, this one isn't too bad, right? Yeah, let's go with that. That's fine. We'll do that. Now, the thing I really want to do is get some nice paint on here. Now, I think these look really good in black. Oh, I see. So the whole front of the car, is that correct? Goes that colour, and then what? These was changed with this. Maybe if I open this up like this. No, nothing's changing with paint 3. Okay. So paint 2. Now I did have an idea to do this. Make it chrome on the front. Do you know what? I don't hate it, so we're going to go with it. And it makes our nice engine block look snazzy as well. So that is pretty cool. And then everything on the back looks fine. One last thing. Let's personalize the plate. We're going to put V3KRON. There we go. Lovely. I like how these are nice and shiny even still. Okay, right. Let us quickly transition to when we are at the drift track, and we'll see how this slides over there now. Okay, okay, okay. Here we are. There is a bug flying in front of my mouth. There we go. We are coming back to the drift area. So, let's quickly check, because we didn't really check last time how much money we technically made, because I had leftover cash. But, we're currently on 9 grand, okay, so 10. Now, we are making payments still, but let's see how much we can make from going around like this. There we go, get some bit of a nicer angle maybe. There we go, we stay away from this wall, because that wall is what screwed us last time. But we still get some good angle going. Here we are, lovely, lovely, that's going well. Nice and steady through here, get away from that wall. Lovely, very good. Nice and smooth, so 4,196 from that, very nice. Pays back one of them payments almost just like that. Keep this going, clutch it up a little bit, there we go. Keep her going round. And this is, by the way guys, in my opinion, the easiest start to an RLS career, okay? Now there's a few other things you can do at the beginning of an RLS career, and they are stuff like deliveries. Deliveries take a little while, they're quite risky in my opinion, and they don't actually make, as far as I am aware, as much money as doing this can make you in the same amount of time. And doing a cop does make you good money, but it takes you a little while to get your level up or your reputation up from completing busts to actually make the big bucks, you know. You might get a successful police chase every 5 minutes, and normally you'll get 3 to 5k out of that. But with here, we are earning that sort of money every 2 minutes for minimal work, and at the same time, we are technically upgrading this car. So we're putting money into it, sure, fair enough, but we are also, we have the assets of it to stay with us, I suppose. And the better you get at going around here, the better I get, the more money we're going to make. And the longer that I do this as well, the more of that multiplier we'll get. So every hot lap, we're on a 1.52 right now, that's our multiplier. We get that up into the 3s, we're getting 3 times the rewards, you know, every 2 minutes or so. The car now, as far as I'm aware, is at a point where I can just abuse this in terms of redlining it for as long as I need to, and it probably isn't going to break for a long time. I'm actually more worried about the tyres disintegrating before I am the engine here, and assuming, of course, I don't hit a wall and damage any of my components here. Oh, I nearly lost that. Try and keep that going. Hopefully we keep that drift on. There we go. But yeah, for any of you guys that don't know how to drift, if you keep doing this, you will get better. You will get pretty damn good at it, okay? I do highly recommend taking that loan out and doing the same modifications like I have, because without the drift gear suspension, it is significantly harder to hold the angles. Oh, yep, see, there we go. There's a tyre gone. There we go. Oh, yep, there we go. And it spun us out for it. Let's try again, let's try again. Keep it going, keep it going. Keep it going. There we go. There we are, lovely. Keep it going, that's fine. You don't need tyres. We just got to be a bit more careful with the throttle, because we are going to be much more slidey on the rears, especially coming in this way. It's okay, it's something we can deal with. There we go. We still got 3k for that, even though it wasn't as good of a lap. Okay, now both our tyres are gone on the rears. That's okay, that's okay. Okay, yeah, that's... Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Come on. So yes, tyres were evidently our downfall here, which is kind of what I predicted. But let's keep going for maybe one more lap after this. See how much money we made in that, what were we, 5 minutes maybe we're doing this? Okay. See how much money we made. We were on 10 grand. I don't believe we made a payment, but who knows. Okay, yeah, we'll stop here because this is getting quite painful to drive. We are now on 36,000, okay? So we made 26 grand in about 5 minutes, which is crazy money. Crazy money. So, now, we just rinse and repeat the process. What was our diminishing factor in that run? It was the rear tyres. So we're going to put better rear tyres on the rears, and then we'll just send it out again. And that is how genuinely you make the best amount of money. So let me just type in tyres here. Rear tyres. So they were standard. That is probably my fault because I put standards on. So let's go. So we actually do have my favourite tyres to use, which are these guys here. No, it's not. Sorry, it's my bad. It's these ones here. Here we go. Yep. There we go. And we'll just leave them all just like that. But I think these tyres will be much better. And yeah, that is it for the first episode, guys. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed seeing what you can kind of do in RLS so far. This, by the way, is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? We're just scratching the surface of all the new things that you can do in the game. But it's going to be really, really fun, nonetheless. And I think the drift car's looking pretty sweet. Once I sort the issues with the fitment on them front wheels, then I think we'll be golden. I think we'll be really, really sweet. So, nonetheless, guys, let's do a little burn out here. Look at that. Ooh. 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 And in a second. No. Oh, yep. There we go. So, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure. If you liked what you saw or heard or watched today, please drop me a like. Maybe even drop me a comment if you're feeling super generous. Oh! And if not, that is fine as well, okay? It's not everyone's cup of tea. But anyway, it's been a pleasure, as I've said, and I will see you guys in the next episode.